Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a double exposure effect on Photoshop. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is erase all the watermarks on our image. So let us turn the background into a normal layer and press C on your keyboard to get to the eraser tool and just erase all these pesky watermarks. Okay, good. Be a little careful around the subject so you don't affect your image in the future. Okay, that seems to be good enough. Okay, now duplicate your image and go into your levels window. That's Command J for duplicating and Command L to enter the levels. The levels are gonna allow us to change every color in the image that's not a black or a white into a black or a white. So if I take my midpoint slider and drag it to the right, it's gonna make all the yellows, the goldens, the reds on the lion turn darker. I want to turn it dark enough so that I almost can't see that there's a lion there, but also so these hairs don't distort. Okay, that seems to be good enough. Now go into your channels and select the blue channel. This is so we can have a better selection since the red channel and the green channel are a little bit weak and this is strong. So now press Command and click on the little image and that's gonna choose everything that's white on the image. We want the black, so it's pretty simple. Just press Command Shift I and that's gonna inverse our selection and go back to your original layer and duplicate that. If you did this correctly, you should have erased the whole background of it and you are left with something like this. Now put your lion when you want it to be. I want it to be to the very far left and I want to make my document bigger, so just go to the crop tool and do whatever you need. Okay, good. I'm also gonna make a white background, so I'm gonna make a solid color layer. It doesn't have to be white, I just like it white. And put it underneath your subject. And take your background and put it on your document. Background. Place it where you want it to be. Use Command T to change its size. Oh, excuse me. Change the reference point to here if you want to make it bigger from there. And just make it fit in. Now that you've done this, put the lion wherever you want it to be. So you can change the opacity to check where it's gonna end up. I like it in this position, so I'm just gonna keep it there, but you can move it if you want to. And now select the lion, and that's gonna select everything that isn't transparent on this layer, meaning we select our lion, and go into your background layer and make a mask. What masks do is that everything that is white on them shows the original image and everything that's dark on them goes transparent. So here you can see a dark background and a little white spot. This white spot is the tiger selection we did earlier. Now the fun thing about masks is that all the feather effects and all the opacity effects you can do with gradients work on them. If you don't know what a gradient is, it's basically a tool that lets you go from one color to another. So it'll go from black to white, and this little area here is like a opacity change on it. So if I choose my lion and I go here, I can make it like show a little bit of lion because the opacity on it will change, and this is basically going black and this is going white. So I can go really near and make it really visible, or go a little bit far and make it somewhat visible. I like it there, so I'm just gonna keep it there. And that's basically how you do a double exposure effect on Photoshop. Oh, and if you want to change anything on it, just like, I mean, I want to correct all these sharp edges, so I'm just gonna pick my brush tool, make it pretty soft, and make sure I'm painting on black in the mask layer, and just go like this, and you can correct almost anything with this. And thank you for watching.
Everything changes.